WorldLiveTrade.online presents itself as an international investment company, but every verifiable fact exposes it as a fabricated structure designed for one purpose only: to extract money from unsuspecting users and disappear. When someone sends you a link to this platform, whether through WhatsApp, Telegram, social media, dating apps, or unsolicited emails, the first and only correct response is to stop immediately. What appears to be a modern financial service is, in reality, a short-lived, fraudulent setup that has already been publicly flagged by the Financial Conduct Authority of the United Kingdom as an unauthorized and likely criminal operation. When a regulator issues a direct warning, it means that victims will not receive compensation and that the organization behind the website is acting outside any lawful framework. The platform calls itself World Live Trade Limited. Yet no such company exists in any registry anywhere in Europe or the United Kingdom. They list an address that combines Luxembourg and the United Kingdom in a single line, an impossibility that instantly reveals the lack of legitimacy. A real business cannot be headquartered simultaneously in two countries, and a genuine investment firm would never publish such an error. This type of fabricated geography is not accidental. It is a classic indicator that scammers are attempting to appear European without risking identification. Their so-called registration number is another clear fabrication. It does not follow the formats used in the United Kingdom, which rely on 8 digits or 2 letters followed by 6 digits, nor does it match the Luxembourg system, which is based on a single letter and a sequence of digits. It is simply an invented combination designed to look official from a distance. The promises on the website complete the picture. They offer so-called guaranteed returns such as 2% daily for several days or as much as 80% profit within 1 month. No regulated financial institution on earth can promise fixed high yields, and no legitimate broker would structure returns in this manner. These figures reflect the typical architecture of high-yield investment frauds and Ponzi schemes, which use impossible profits to attract victims and then drain their deposits. The profits displayed inside the user interface are not the result of real trading. They are created manually to build confidence and encourage larger investments. Once a victim attempts a withdrawal, the familiar scenario begins: demands to pay non-existent taxes, alleged verification fees, insurance deposits, or clearance charges. None of these requirements exist within regulated financial systems. They are psychological pressure tools designed to extract more money before the scammers disappear. Technical verification confirms the fraudulent nature of the project. The domain was registered on the 7th of August, 2025, and updated less than a month later. It is a very young website purchased for a single year through a low-cost registrar, an approach widely used by scam networks that operate in short cycles of several weeks. The domain zone online is inexpensive and often associated with temporary operations that are not meant to survive long enough to build a corporate reputation. Furthermore, the website has no digital footprint. There are no reviews, no corporate history, no presence on professional platforms such as LinkedIn, no business directories, no track record, no legal documents, and no verifiable individuals behind the project. A real investment firm cannot exist entirely in silence. A scam, however, thrives in that void. The contact phone number listed on the website is a virtual line purchased anonymously for a few dollars. It is not tied to any physical office or registered company, and similar numbers appear in previous scam complaints across multiple countries. The so-called certificates displayed on the website are nothing more than decorative badges attempting to imitate international standards. None of them correspond to legitimate regulatory approvals, and none of them link to any government-recognized repository. Every aspect of the website is engineered to create confidence without providing even a trace of legal accountability. The behavior pattern used to recruit victims matches the well-documented method known as pig butchering, in which individuals are approached with warmth and patience, often through personal messaging or seemingly accidental contact. Over time, the criminals introduce the platform as an exclusive, profitable opportunity. The victim is guided toward depositing increasingly larger sums, encouraged by staged profits visible in the dashboard. When the victim attempts to withdraw funds, everything collapses. Access is restricted, excuses appear, support becomes unreachable, and the scam reaches its final phase, after which the website and its operators vanish or reappear under a different name. The evidence is overwhelming. WorldLiveTrade.online has no license in any jurisdiction, no legal presence, no corporate structure, no verifiable identity, and no financial oversight. It uses fabricated documentation, non-existent addresses, invented registration numbers, impossible profit promises, and a domain lifecycle typical of short-term fraud. It is not an investment platform, it is a criminal mechanism engineered to steal. If you have been contacted by this website, the correct action is immediate disengagement. Do not send money, do not share identification documents, do not allow remote access to your device, and do not trust any further explanations from the individuals involved. If you have already made a deposit, you should contact your bank as soon as possible to initiate a dispute or chargeback, save all screenshots and messages, change your passwords, and check your devices for malicious software that may have been installed during the communication. And if you need professional assistance in pursuing a recovery, you can contact Watchdog Online at proton.me, providing your name and phone number so a specialist can reach out to you. As many victims have learned too late, scammers may not understand geography, but they understand perfectly well how to empty an investor's account.